Go. Go. Look at her.
Hey everybody, welcome to Quay Sports. I am your host Bianca. Today we're going to highlight the NBA Finals, the Warriors versus the Raptors.
Let's go. Let's do it. Perfect.
First, we're going to start with Ace. Ace,
Talk to me.
is Nick Nurse to blame for Toronto Game 5's loss?
That's a really good question. What I said, I don't think he's doing the blame. I think the stars didn't show up, and Nick Nurse actually did the right thing because the NBA actually changed the rules a few years ago where when you have extra timeouts, when you go into 3 minutes, you only allowed to have two timeouts. So you was gonna lose the timeout, and the players was also like really tired. Like if you were paying attention to the game, you could tell Kyle Lowry was actually calling so they could call the timeout. So I think he did the right thing. He just like everybody like after the game noticed how they lost momentum. Now they blaming Nick Nurse. You feel me? So
So you sound like a Raptors fan.
I'm really into I was really into the game, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm rooting for the Warriors, honestly.
Are you though?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
am.
he's rooting for the Warriors. But
KD all day.
yeah,
What you think, Carl?
diehard KD fan. But yeah, what I think, I actually agree because a lot of people was blaming the coach for calling a timeout, and they think it stopped the momentum. But me coming from a coach's standpoint, no matter what you do, you really don't know what the outcome what was going to be. So if he didn't call a timeout, Kawhi Leonard, like Ace said, would have gotten tired and probably would have been off, or defense would have been trash, and the Warriors still could have went on a run. So regardless, Warriors would have went on a run. Regardless, it's been
Okay.
proven. So yeah, thanks for asking that.
Okay. Next question. Who is to blame for Durant's injury?
Mm, deep.
Ace, we'll start with you.
Yeah. Man, it's like I feel like so many people was like at fault. Um, First, I would say the doctor. So it sounded like the doctor weren't really honest about the real injury, because from what other physicians are saying, they saying like there's no way it was a calf strain. Because if it was just a calf strain, there's no way the calf will actually impact the Achilles. So they saying it had to be some type of tear in the Achilles. So which led me to believe that they were never that honest about the injury. And then if you listen to Steve Kerr also said the doctor told him that there was no way you could hurt it any farther, like if he kept playing. So that's why he was like, there's no minute restriction. Now Durant just had his surgery, so it's crazy. I think the doctor probably you know, to blame. And the second probably be the general manager because it's not protocol where a player just come back being clear. Actually, in the NBA, you have to practice a few times before you could get on the court. Dude only had like 5-10 minutes of practice before he actually start playing. So,
So you're saying he was already injured, but he was still playing,
yeah, he was
and
injured.
that's what
Like
made it
a month.
worse.
He was out for a month, and then they rushed him back because they were in danger of being eliminated from the final. So,
Right.
yeah. What you
You
think?
think there's? Sorry, go ahead, Kwame.
No, go ahead. What you think? What you said?
But
Will he be able to continue playing?
No, it's done because
he's
he just
done.
He's
had
done for the season.
yeah, he just had
Done.
surgery today,
He's
right in your city
gone.
in New York.
Right in New York,
Yeah.
your hometown.
How did I not hear about this?
Because you're Bianca.
Too busy being a model. That's why.
Yeah, you too busy trying to be a
Instagram model.
Yeah,
In my head.
getting all the likes. But yeah, I mean it is big news. Like he had his own topic on ESPN the whole day. So it's like they were building, and all of a sudden, boom, he got injured. And then it was a possible chance for him to come back. So he came back and hurt himself even more. So now they're done. Like completely, he's done for the rest of the year. And he's done for the rest of next year.
Possibly.
Possibly. So it was a really bad call, like Ace said, on the team behind the scenes. Because one thing, that's what I wanted to bring up. We know how these NBA players, hell, we know how high school players are. when they get injured, they always want to come back. They don't care what it is, how they got
True.
injured, who
This
did
is their
it.
livelihood. Like,
Yeah, they always want to come back. So it's up to the people, like a big brother or like a father, tell you, look, that's not a good decision. Preserve your body or chill out. I think, you can wait till next time.
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah,
So
but even with that though, Durant have everybody in his camp was telling him it was a bad idea to come back.
yeah.
So he knew that. But from what is being reported, they saying because the doctor gave him the clear, and they said there's no way you could damage it any further. So he actually take the word of the doctor. If we remember, the same thing happened to Kawhi Leonard like 2 years ago, where the Spurs doctor cleared him, and he came back, and he still didn't feel right. So he actually hopped to stay out because he got a second opinion from his own doctor. And they was like, yeah, don't play. So the Spurs, there was all this media talk about how he quit on his team. His own teammate was actually blaming him for not continue the season, but he actually didn't play. Now he's actually in the final, having a good old time, and Durant actually in danger of losing his whole career. So
and it's
so what
tough.
you're saying, Ace, is these sports doctors ain't shit.
yeah, I mean the sport doc, yeah, they not. They really work for the team.
They do.
And the
It's a
same thing happened.
conspiracy.
Hmm?
It's a conspiracy.
I
That's
don't
what it
know.
sounds like.
That's the thing. Yeah, you got something like that. But I know some like I said, from my coaching experience, I had doctors that was strict as fuck. Like they did not care. I remember I wanted one of my girls to really play. Her ankle looked like a black, like it was bruised, and she's like a little fair skinned girl. The doctor was so strict. I wanted her to play because fair skinned people bruise easily. So I'm thinking like, oh, she can play through it because she has no pain. The doctor was like, no, she's not playing, even though she was healthy to play. They didn't want to take the risk, and that's on a high school level. So some doctors are really, really, really strict. That doctor, like you said, I think he was for the team, but I also blame the coach too because the coach make that ultimate decision on who goes out on that court. So Steve Kerr was being a little bit greedy, and he was playing scared because they were down. So I kind of blame him 50% too.
Okay. Moving on. What will happen in Game 6? What are your predictions?
Ooh, the Warriors going to win Game 6, and here's why. The last game when Kevin Durant got injured, everybody cheered. Even the Raptors at the
I heard
Raptors,
about that.
everybody cheered. So now the mentality is different. I think the Raptors kind of feel bad for the Warriors. And once you start feeling bad in competition, it's no good. So that's
You
my
think they feel bad?
they
I
feel
mean,
bad.
they need a ring, don't they?
They need a ring. They need a ring. But back in the 90s, you ain't see that too much. Back in the 80s, you ain't see that too much. So
yeah, I mean, I think I want the Warriors to win so bad, but I don't know. It's tough. So I will pick the Raptors to win. I think the Raptors close
I
it out.
knew you were a Raptors fan.
No, I mean, like, I think, like, if you watch the whole series, the Raptors actually been the better team overall. The Warriors actually
Are
made.
you a Raptors fan or a Drake fan?
she's crazy.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I want the Warriors to win, but I wouldn't mind if the Raptors get their first championship in like what since they've been in the league. So
It's a
I
new
knew you
life.
sounded Canadian. I knew where that accent was from.
Como ça va?
We do speak
Canadian.
I do think the Raptors will take it because they are a better team. The Warriors actually made 23s, and the Raptors made 8 last game, which is a difference of 36 points in the 3-point line. And the Warriors only win by 1, with the Raptors still had a chance to win at the end. That's why I don't think. I mean, with Kevin Durant giving them 11 points before he left, so I don't think the Warriors can handle the Raptors. So I'm picking the Raptors. As much as I want to see the Warriors three-peat,
Man, I think the Warriors gonna win, man.
I think the Raptors.
Man, I think the Warriors
Why
got
you say that, Kwame?
I mean, they can shoot, man. It only takes them to get hot one time, and also they got a strong presence with DeMarcus Cousins down at the bottom in the paint. But like he said, the Raptors have been a better team, but like I said, that dynamic has changed because they felt bad for Kevin Durant. I don't think they're gonna close out properly.
So they don't actually need Kevin Durant though to win. They still have
Um,
a chance.
yeah, they won without him before, so they can do it again. Yeah, but he is a big factor. He's the one of the best players in the league. So it helped the fact that his little 15 minutes he came in
Yeah.
helped.
Yeah, he gave them some wide open shot. He let everybody get in the rhythm where like
Right.
it was hard to stop Steph and Clay at the end after he left because everybody was already shooting well. So
Yeah.
Okay. Next question.
ooh,
Who
Ooh.
would be the MVP if Golden State wins?
Ooh.
if Golden State win, I think Clay Thompson will be the MVP.
What?
Yes.
Klay Thompson.
Yes. You know why? Because
That's
Clay
good.
Thompson is known for his game six. That means you will have to have a monster game six for them to win. I mean, he did it against my old team, OKC.
Mm,
Like
What's his name?
Klay
Clay
Thompson.
Thompson. Yeah, the light skinned boy.
Light skinned boy. The super light skinned.
Yeah,
Golden
yes.
State full of golden people.
Nah. Then they got Draymond Green. But yeah, so I think if they win, I think Clay Thompson will be the MVP.
Not Steph Curry.
Not
That's what I'm saying.
not Steph, because I think they
Curry with the pot, boy.
I think they both pretty close right now. They
They
have
are
like
there.
about the same game. And then you think about it, Steph Curry had his 47-point game
Yeah,
and they
47.
lost.
And they still
And then,
lost.
but whenever Clay Thompson play well, they actually win. So I think tonight Clay Thompson gonna have like a 40. If they win tonight, I think Clay Thompson probably gonna have like
Technically
40-point
tomorrow.
game. Oh, tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah. But
Would
yeah, I go with Steph Curry. I mean, hands down. Unless DeMarcus Cousins comes out with an amazing game, but Steph Curry, he's the leader, the point guard, so he will win the finals. Unless one year Iguodala won the finals, so who knows? I mean, it's a toss up for that one.
Yeah, but I think Clay Thompson. I don't think it's gonna be close.
Well, you could put your money.
We're gonna.
Hey.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna put money on this.
Man, what you got?
How much
How much you got? Oh snap! What you got?
It's not on camera. You gotta show the head.
Oh snap! We got it.
What we gonna put on it, Bianca?
What y'all willing to put on it?
Lunch.
Lunch. Let's do
Lunch.
it.
Okay.
Lunch.
What kind of lunch? Like sushi,
Oh, yeah,
steak lunch,
Sushi.
steak lunch.
A steak lunch. It's just like dinner to be honest.
I know you don't eat steak for lunch.
Listen,
Maybe in New York they do that.
that's how we do it out here. Okay. Next question. How would Kevin Durant's injury impact free agency?
Oh man.
I'll go with first because you the expert on this free agency stuff.
So I think it changed everything, right? Because if the Knicks was really like everybody thought Kevin Durant was going to the Knicks, and the Knicks was actually trying to trade for Anthony Davis. So now that changed everything. I think the luckiest player in the world is LeBron James. I'm pretty sure you don't want Kevin Durant to get hurt, but he's gonna benefit from that so much because now most of the stars gonna want to play with LeBron James, where most of the stars was actually trying to figure out where Kevin Durant was going so they could follow him. So Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Davis will probably all gonna end up in the Knicks or Brooklyn. So now,
Hey.
yeah, but now with Kevin Durant injury, probably gonna sign a year with the Warriors and stay on the Warriors for a year before he leaves. So Anthony Davis only have 1 year on his contract. So the Knicks are already talking about they scared to trade for Anthony Davis because they don't want to give all the pieces away. If Kevin Durant was coming, that would not even be an issue. So I think LeBron James and the Lakers will benefit from this more than any other team. But I think like a lot of players now, even Kyrie. I mean, today weird timing. Like he actually opt out his contract today. So which is weird. It's like right when Kevin Durant is getting his surgery, so he opt out. So people know for sure he probably not gonna resign with the Celtics. So yeah, I think it's gonna have a big impact all the way.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, all I got to say for that is that a lot of people are still offering him a lot of money. That's how good he is,
Hmm.
even if he's going to be out next season. Like if he's gone, if he doesn't play next season, they're still offering him near max deals.
Hmm.
So that's just nuts,
Yeah.
especially with an Achilles injury. Like Achilles is a really bad injury.
Yeah. I mean, one of the sportcasters said this morning how they talked to an agent that was talking about how that injury cost them 9 figures next year.
Yeah,
9 figures.
yeah.
Whoa.
I know,
Not
big,
seven
big,
figures.
yeah, 9 because they were saying like not even just like he was coming to the Knicks, but there was also like all those big business that was actually planning on building the business around Kevin Durant coming to New York.
Right.
So now it's like all that. Even if you do come to New York, it's like he's not gonna be on the court, so there's no way you're gonna offer him all this money. So
Can
yeah,
you really see him coming to the East Coast?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he's highly
He's from
considered.
DC, so
He's from DC.
Oh, okay.
He's
I never knew.
highly. You know,
I just remember first hearing about him when he played for OKC.
yeah,
yeah, that's his team.
yeah. That's who drafted
I used to
him.
love OKC.
Yeah, let's go.
You know, some people we went to college with, at UC went to school with Kevin Durant out in DC,
Oh wow.
so they know him very well. And yeah, I think he'll come to New York. So
Yeah, and then like the other reason a lot of people think he's coming to New York because his business partner moved a business branch in New York. So,
Mm,
so yeah.
okay. Next question.
Expression.
Did did the Raptors cost themselves the championship by not closing out Game 5?
That's a good question. Like
Well,
that's a damn good question.
Ace
Good
seems to
question.
think so.
I think that I'll go. I don't know if you said Ace, but I don't think it costed them. I don't think it costed them because they still got two more games to go,
But you're the
and
guy that just claimed the Warriors gonna win.
the Warriors are going to win, and I stand on that.
So if you think the Warriors gonna win, how come you don't think it cost them by not
And
closing
You
out?
think they'll still bring good competition?
I think, damn, you are right, spot on.
But
I think
Ace,
he's spot on. Yep, they'll bring great competition, but I
Yeah.
don't think they're
you
going to.
don't think so because you think they're gonna win.
Yeah, I don't think so because I think the Raptors gonna win. So I think like yeah, it's bad. They should have closed it out because it's the Warriors. They win all the time. You don't want to give them any chance. You don't want to make them think they can win. But I also think like the better team always win. That's why like in the 7 game series, the better team always win.
I don't know. They said Marc Gasol got fouled on the last shot last game, so they should have called the foul. He should have got free throws and all that.
You know how many BS
So-
call they
so-
call against the Warriors?
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, is the best team really winning, or is they getting foul calls at the end? I don't know.
Now think about it, when Warriors actually win a game, they win by 1 or 2.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when the Raptors win, they blow them out.
Yeah,
Like
the Raptors' defense been on point. So
they got like 6, 7 like of the top defenders in the league.
yeah,
Okay. Well, guess we'll see who's getting that steak dinner lunch.
the steak dinner. We're gonna get you. Who do you think gonna win?
Good question.
She got to pick Drake.
Drake.
I'm going with the Warriors.
The Warriors?
Oh, you left me by myself. Y'all could be on the same team.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Warriors.
I'm wearing the red for the Raptors.
Pete. Okay, next question. This is our final question of the night.
Final question.
1 second.
All right. Let's keep it going. Keep it going.
Going.
Ooh.
Would other teams follow the load management process for the star? Ace, help me out.
For the star players, I believe so. I think teams will start following up the load management. For people that don't know what load management is, it's this weird term the NBA team invented last year to rest players.
Yeah.
So rest the superstar players, which actually makes sense now because Kawhi Leonard got rest like throughout the season. He missed 22 games because of load management. and now he's playing like his best in the
He's
final.
playing amazing.
Yeah, where the Warriors didn't really rest any players, but they all like hurt. Like Kevin Durant is out; he's been hurt. Steph Curry is hurting. Klay Thompson is
It's
like
hurt.
limping. Iguodala is
Iguodala's
hurting.
hurt.
So it's like
Yeah.
it seemed like Warriors probably more team gonna follow their strategy.
Yeah, that's
Especially-
going to be start a new trend
Mhm.
because, well, it's a business, right? So when your superstars aren't playing, aka load management, people get pissed off. They're
Mhm.
like, "Yo, I pay all this money to see this superstar play, but you want to fuck around and load management until the playoffs." So Warriors, they wasn't with that. They all about the money. They got championships and stuff, so they were playing their players. But the Raptors, not as big as a market, and they had time and the resources to do that. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
I think more teams gonna follow that strategy.
Yeah.
Especially if the Raptors win, they're gonna be like, oh, it worked. So yeah.
Yep.
Well, I learned something tonight.
Load management.
Yeah, taught me some new terms. I lied. We have one more. We have a bonus question.
Ooh,
Mentirosa.
bonus!
But I do think we discussed.
Mentirosa.
We did discuss a lot of this already. Our bonus question is: who needs to have a big game for their team to win?
I think for the Warriors to win, DeMarcus Cousins had to have a big game because every game they win, he actually have a decent game.
Yeah.
And then the Raptors, they actually have a better overall team. So I think Siakam probably needs to have a better game than how he's been playing lately. Yeah, they're gonna need Siakam for the Raptors if they're gonna win because Kawhi probably gonna drop about 30, like regular. Steph probably gonna score around 20 to 30 points. But I think if DeMarcus Cousins could give Warriors a double, and or Siakam could actually score in the 20s, I think whoever score that will actually take the double.
I mean, I agree with the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins has to have a good game. I mean, he's the big man on campus, and they need to feed him the ball. Warriors don't normally play like that, but if they play like that, it will change things up because the Raptors could guard the shooters. So I agree with that. As far as the Raptors, what's that boy's name?
Kyle Lowry?
No.
Drake?
Ibaka.
You heard me?
What'd you say, Drake?
It's Drake.
He might as well be on the six man squad.
Yeah,
but
he just had to be hyped.
He's the hype man.
He had to be on his
Their
hype.
mascot.
He is so hyped too. But yeah, Ibaka has to have a good game because he's good with those offensive rebounds and stuff like that. If he dropped 20, it's a wrap.
And I think another sleeper for the Raptors, even probably Kyle Lowry too. I forgot.
Yeah.
He actually had better games on the road.
Yeah.
He's been playing at home. So.
And here's a fun fact.
Ooh, fun fact.
Kawhi,
This better be fun.
It's funner than you were in 2012. No.
Oh,
hey.
The college days.
Anyway, well, I should say 2012. I should say 2010 because that's where you did talk.
You're just mad because you got pranked. Oh,
I'm
to you it wasn't fun, but to everybody else watching you get pranked, it was
funny.
fun.
Yo,
which prank? That was a couple.
Yeah, you a prankster.
You never find your you know what I'm talking about.
Find what?
His handcuffs.
Your handcuffs.
Yo.
You never found your handcuffs.
We did not know anything about your handcuffs.
Yo, that was weird.
Yo, Bianca probably know that.
Yo, you know what I'm mad at? Keith really thought he smelled brownies.
Was it Keith or Marquis?
It was one of them. They was like, yo, I smell it. It smells good. But anyway,
back to the fun facts.
I know, right? Fun fact. Kawhi, the guy that plays for the Raptors. His name actually means to move like water. And lately his shot been like wet. So that's a fun fact. Wet. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, you laughing at? Yeah, that
He was excited about this fun fact.
I know, right? It was dry. That was fun. I
Did
mean,
you make that up? Did you discover that on your own, or did you hear it?
no, I discovered that on my own because my name starts with a K. So I was looking up K names and Kauai popped up, and I was like, oh, it's a Hawaiian name or something. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for our segment. So, Ace, you know, rule number 1.
Get this money first.
And rule number 2,
Don't
don't
forget-
forget to get the money first.
You got it.
Thank you guys for having me. It was fun chatting.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Thank you.
You the best.
I know.
All right.
Peace out.
Signing out.
Deuces.